Good morning. Already. Y'all not here yet. Already. Alright. Good morning. Let's see how long I can get this to go without falling. What's good, everybody? It's your man, the High Value Nurse, CJ Kyle's checking in once again, back for another video. Just got off the grind. Boy, I done came in and I done caused the uproar. I done came in and caused the uproar on that thing, y'all. It is a light on somewhere. Oh. Alright, yeah, bro. I done came in and caused the uproar at work. The scheduler talking about some. I need some of your check. No, you don't, ma'am. This check, uh-oh. Damn it. Alright, we back. Listen to my... Okay, let's see how long that's gonna last. Are we back? Yeah, we live still. Alright. But yeah, y'all done caused the uproar up in this joint. Man. But no, the scheduler was like, oh, we need a piece of your check. I said, no, sir. You ain't put in on this, man. And I appreciate the scheduler for being as dope as she is. But ladies and gentlemen, I came through mission focused. I'm in there mission focused, laser focused, doing what I'm supposed to do. I came there. Oh God. I came there to conquer. God. I came there to conquer when it came to getting them hours. I came to conquer when it comes to getting them hours, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we probably gonna have a long ride home because it's a Monday, kids going to school, and my job is located right near a school district, and it'd be hella traffic, y'all. And it's crazy too because now I like doing these lives because one, it's more content. Two, I don't have to record and upload. It's just right there as I go. And if people happen to tune in, they just happen to tune in. If not, I just be here talking to myself. But fortunately, for the last 6 lives, I guess. I think this might be the 6th one. People been here, and I know I'll be going live early to the mug sometimes. So it'd be all good. But I came there to destroy, bro. And when I say destroy, I came there to get them hours, run through that OT. That was my only mission. My mission was to stay focused until May or June, and however it go from there is how it go from there. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a goal. I had a goal. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm praying everything just stay going according to plan. You know what I'm saying? I pray everything just stay going according to plan because everything is going very well right now. Everything is going very well right now. See, look at these fools. And the freeway about to be crazy because it's a Monday. And for some reason, cats don't know how to drive on a Monday morning. See what I'm talking See what I'm talking about? And this is how you cause an accident. Oh! Y'all missing all the drops. Alright. But yeah. But like I said, I wanted to stay full-time until about June. Because by June I should really be good. And along with my contingent job. So today I'm gonna call my contingent job because I gotta call her for my fingerprints. And then somebody else hit me up. Another one of these administrators from another gig hit me up saying, I thought you was gonna come here, but they never sent me the link to apply. So, you know, we gotta keep it pushing. But it's only so many jobs I can work. And I don't think they paying like that. So I'm gonna have to go with pays less. And this place is only literally like 10 minutes from the spot, so we're gonna work it out like that. But yeah, I came through that thing. They like, boy, they acted like they ain't never seen a dude like me up in there. I'm sure there's been nurses up in there that's really been getting it, but I've been getting to that bag. And I'm gonna tell you something, fellas. Listen. Money ain't everything, right? It's not everything. Looks matter and all that kind of stuff matter too. But damn it, when they see you getting to the bag and when you hustling, that lets them know. Now don't be no trick, but that lets them know. But we about to get to it today. We're gonna talk about it. Hopefully the phone can stay in place while we driving. But I want to talk about recession because that's been like the big thing. They say we are in a recession or heading towards a recession right now. They say we are in a recession or heading towards a recession right now. Now, I'm no economist, however they pronounce it. I'm none of that. But I do want to talk about the recession and the nursing game. Ladies and gentlemen, I went to the U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics, or the Bureau of Labor and Statistics website last night, and I came across some interesting facts, some interesting studies, some demographics, which I am going to make separate videos about and upload them, because I do feel like this is very important information that some people need to know. Because even with all the work I've put in creating content and letting people know that, you know, there roughly is no age limit when it comes to nursing. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people that still feel like they are too old to get in the nursing game, and that's unfortunate. But I do have some facts, some evidence-based practice, if you will, because that's what we do. That's what we go off. So I do have some facts for you, according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics. And I'm going to try to spit what I can remember off the hip right now. Specifically referring to LPNs, right? Specifically referring to LPNs because I am an LPN, but I'm gonna give you some of the facts that the Bureau talked about with RNs too, because we are nurses. But for the first part, I want to particularly talk about what the Bureau had to say about LPNs and the growth of LPNs from what I can remember. Now, according to the Bureau, strictly from the website, you can go and look this information up for yourself. The U.S. Labor Bureau, the Bureau of Labor and Statistics state that the expected growth for the next 10 years of nursing is 6%. So what does that mean? Well, it means that for every year, there are going to be 58,880 openings for LPNs for the next 10 years. Every year, there are going to be 58,880 job openings available for LPNs within the next 10 years. And I, I'm not trying to discredit the U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics. I'm really not. But I would beg to differ that number is probably a lot higher. Because according to them, there are almost 700,000 licensed LPNs in the country. Almost 700,000. I think it's around 650,000, something like that. But it's on there. It's on the website. Half of those people are retiring within the next 10 years. Half of those people are retiring, and then those are people who are just licensed. We're not even talking about the ones who don't even practice no more. Because just because they're licensed does not mean they're practicing anymore. You have a lot of you can look on the board of not the board of nursing, but on that website, you can go state by state and see the openings, roughly a rough estimate of the openings and the ratio of nurses to openings on the website. You can see it. It's all there. It's all there. And what got me even doing this kind of research to talk about this stuff is because I was looking at some data and I was listening to some videos. Disney laid off, I believe, 7,000 employees, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody fact check me on that. But Disney laid off around 7,000 employees. Ladies and gentlemen, winter is here. And it's going to be an extended winter for a little bit. The middle class is starting to disappear from what I've seen now. I don't know if it's going to remain like that. But this is why it's important to obtain valuable skills. And I understand that people need to be able to make an earning and a livable wage and everything like that to survive in the game. But when you take a job like McDonald's, and I promise you, I'm not trying to crap on the McDonald's employees. That's not what I'm trying to do. But when you take a job like McDonald's and you demand $20 an hour for a job that essentially takes no skills to the market that anybody can do. This is when jobs start to outsource. They start to outsource. Well, companies are starting to outsource. And they are replacing people with robotics. They are replacing people. And I'm not saying that those people don't deserve a livable wage. But let's be clear. And I know this about to sound messed up. But I'm going by what I'm observing. I'm going by what I'm seeing. Let's be clear. McDonald's is really not a career. McDonald's is something that you do, that you're supposed to do as a youngin', and you use the things that you learn from McDonald's and you take that other places. You're supposed to use McDonald's as a stepping stone. But when you try to take a job that does not require a lot of skills to the market, because the market determines what's valuable and what's not. And unfortunately, and this just is what it is, McDonald's, being a McDonald's sandwich artist, is not that valuable to the market. unfortunately. But when you start to demand, when you literally start to demand $15, $20, $25 an hour working at McDonald's, that is when these corporations start to outsource. These tech companies are laying off people. And when I say outsource, they are starting to replace these type of workers with robotics. You feel me? I mean, just think about it. Even when you go to stores like Walmart, everything for the most part is self-checkout. You got things like Instacart now. It's turning into the gig economy phase now. Where in a minute, they gonna have the little thing that just deliver your groceries to your house. You dig what I'm saying? Like, this is real. This is real. And when you start to demand valuable skill wages for a not so valuable skill, it throws off everything. And now they're saying, okay, well, you don't want to work these jobs, and you want to rely on government agencies. We'll just replace you permanently. We'll just replace you permanently. And this is why, I be trying to tell y'all, like, it pays to have a skill. It pays to have a skill. It pays to have a valuable skill. Because getting a PhD in flower picking does not add to the market. I'm sorry. And this is why I'm so thankful that my mom had enough foresight as a parent to say, when I was trying to get a degree in acting, to be like, look, that's not, you gonna need something that's gonna put some money in your pocket. You dig what I'm saying? If you're not gonna get a trade, you need to figure out what you need to do to get some money in your pocket. Do you know it's people with masters in business administration who cannot find a job right now? It is, listen, this new wave that's coming, it's all about them trades, boy. Them trades and them skills that can add immediate value to the market now. This is not a game no more. Amazon, I believe, laid off like 10,000 employees. Like, this is not a game. This is not a game. Look at all y'all can't see it, but it's a whole gang of traffic out here. Amazon is not, and people have to start somewhere. But people want extraordinary results for not extraordinary work ethic. Because if it was me, if it was me working at McDonald's or something like that, or working at Amazon, and I gotta survive out here, I'll be having 2 jobs, I'll be getting OT, I'll be doing whatever I had to do to survive out here. And then while I'm doing that, I'll be hustling, trying to figure out some sort of skill that's gonna make me some money, so I don't have to spend so much time hustling, but that's gonna pay me more money for my skill. Whatever that skill may be. It don't have to be nursing. It could be truck driving. It could be welding. It could be an electrician. It could be a plumber. It could be whatever. You know what I'm saying? But something that is valuable to the market. HVAC. People are always going to be hot and cold and all that type of shit. People will pay top dollar to have some air pumping and to have some heat going. So that's what I'm saying. So that led me to, okay, well, it's nursing. Recession proof. And that, again, for all y'all that's coming in now, shout out to y'all, by the way. Please hit that like button for me, please. I would greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. But that's what led me to doing some research. Listen, the unemployment rate, and now according to the Bureau, the Labor Bureau of Statistics, right? According to them, the unemployment rate over the last 10 to 15 years, as for LPN specifically, has not gone above 4%, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to say that again. The unemployment rate, according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics, has not gone above 4% in over 15 years. And I would even challenge that, because it's not one place that hire LPNs that I've seen in this area talking about something we ain't hiring. We ain't hiring. I get phone calls and I get emails from agencies literally every day. Still talking travel assignments. So I would challenge that 4%. It was like 3% in 2021, or it was like 3 or 2. I think 2% in 2019, 3% in 2021. I would really beg to differ. I would beg to differ. And like I said, the statistics are not exact, they're estimates, rough estimates. But the whole, yeah, of course, I'm one of them. But what I'm saying is that for them to say, because I think in 2021, it was 3%. The numbers haven't came out for 2022, the unemployment rate. So like I was saying earlier, I'll say it one more time because there's a little bit more people up in here this morning. Not the unemployment rate, but the growth rate, according to the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, you can go online and verify this for yourself. These are the people that do these numbers and take these demographics. The growth rate for LPN is 6%, which I don't believe. I think it's higher than that. It's higher than that. I believe it's higher than that. But it's 6% according to the website. And what does that mean? So every year for the next 10 years, there will be approximately 58,880 job openings for LPNs. What is that over the next 10 years? 58,880. That's around 600,000 job openings. And probably a little bit more than that. I think around 650,000 job openings for LPNs. Don't even get me started on the RNs. Don't get me started on the RNs. So that's what I'm saying. People be like, is it worth it to become an LPN in 2023? We'll do it. Actually, that's gonna be my next video. Because now I'm gonna have to start hitting cats with facts. What do you mean? Is it worth it? What do you mean? Is it worth it? I believe the median LPN salary in the country is between $47,000 and $50,000. I think the average person makes $40,000 in the United States of America. So you telling me, working your normal days, your 3 days a week, 12-hour shifts, or your 40 hours a week, you still averaging above the poverty line. Or not the poverty line, I'm sorry. You still averaging above, you're making more than average. Just with your 3 days a week, or your 5 8-hour shifts, however you decide to work it. That's not talking OT. So if you take OT and you turn it up a notch with your bonuses, and some of y'all traveling, so y'all getting the bonuses, and your staff job offering you pickup bonuses and all that kind of stuff, you just take it to the next level. But that requires hustle. So that's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean when I say, people be like, is it still worth it? Is nursing recession proof? Listen, you can't talk in absolutes. Anything could happen. But I think the chances of your career as a nurse of being in trouble due to the recession, I think it's very slim. Of course, you can't talk in absolutes. You can't do that. But here's the thing. Don't get me started on RNs. Do y'all know what the unemployment rate for an RN is in this country? Y'all take a guess. I'm gonna give y'all 10 seconds to take a guess for those watching on the playback. Just take a guess. Can you guess what the unemployment rate for RNs, registered nurses, in this country is? When the average salary for an RN is, I think, $70,000. I think it's between $67,000 and $70,000. That's the average salary for an RN, according to the Bureau. Right? The unemployment rate for a registered nurse is 1.9%. And again, I will beg to differ. I think it's less than 1, if you ask me. Especially with all the people quitting and everything like that. I think it's less than 1%. I don't see how that is 1.9. I really don't. I think the unemployment rate for registered nurses is less than 1%. It has to be. It has to be. I don't see a bunch of companies saying we're not hiring no registered nurses. I don't see it. I don't see it. But okay. The growth rate for nurses, for registered nurses, for the next 10 years. Is 12%. So what does that mean? That means over the next 10 years, there are going to be over 200,000 openings for registered nurses for the next 10 years. 1 million plus nurses are due to retire by 2030. That's 7 years from now. That'll be here before you know it. By 2030, 1 million plus nurses are scheduled to retire. So you take 200 plus times 10. Is nursing recession proof? Well, nothing is absolute. But you having a hard time finding a gig as a nurse with a clean license, it's probably slim to none. And I'm just not talking numbers out my butt. I'm trying to give y'all the cliff notes of what I saw on the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. So I say all that to say what, CJ? You're giving us all these numbers to say what? I'm saying that you need to get your ass in the game because there's room for everybody to eat. There's room for everybody to eat. I mean, I say everybody. But here's the thing, you ain't got to worry about everybody because everybody don't even want to do what it takes to get in the school. The school systems to begin with. The nursing program to begin with. So that's the thing, you don't have to worry about everybody. You know? But it's here for you to get if you want to get it. You don't have to be poor as a nurse. You don't. You can make yourself poor from awful spending habits. But you don't have to be poor. There's no reason you should be poor. Because there are all kind of opportunities in this. And I'm not just talking bedside. There are all kind of opportunities. So is it recession proof in 2023? Well, again, I like to say that if you have a license or you're thinking about getting a license, I think you have a very, very good chance of making some bread. Very good chance of making some bread. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, absolutely, you need to go to school. You need to do what you gotta do. You need to stay focused. You need to stay grinding. You know what I'm saying? I had somebody on here yesterday, and shout out to you, homie, that came on here yesterday and was talking about his girl giving him trouble. I wanted to say FDB, but I ain't say that. I just said, bro, you need to cut it off. You want one of the most fields in the country. You cannot be worried about no woman. Your mind needs to be focused on that paper so you can avoid the recession. So you can be one of the haves and not the have-nots. You dig? So you can be one of the haves. And again, I know nursing ain't perfect. I know it's not perfect. I know it's not perfect. It's a lot of shit wrong with nursing. But damn it, I'm glad to be here. Because it's a lot of people who ain't got it. It's a lot of people who would love to be in a position that a nurse is in. Just to have all the options, you dig? Just to have all the options. It's a lot of things wrong. Is it perfect? No, it's not. There's a lot of things wrong. You're dealing with the corporate side of it. You're dealing with the employers that don't really want to pay their employees the right way. You gotta, as far as the LPN in these facilities, sometimes you gotta fight for your OT. Because that's where the bread and butter come from. You gotta but again, that don't occur a lot. That don't occur a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, and you just gotta have some hustle about yourself. But that's what anything that you do. That's what anything that you do. I said my LPN was 15 months, man. Unnecessary. I agree. 15 months is ridiculous for LPN. That's absolutely absurd. That's absurd for LPN. That's and you probably spent 10% of that in clinicals, which is the sad part. You probably spent 10% of that time in clinicals. You probably spent a lot of that time. You probably spent 25% taking a bunch of classes you ain't need. So, no. But I don't know about y'all, but I'm trying to be one of the halves. I'm not trying to be one of the have-nots. I'm gonna keep it real. That's why I'm hustling so damn hard, so I can be one of the halves. Because it's about to get real crazy out here, y'all. It's gonna be so many, like my girl told me, it's about to be so many people that's gonna have to make up with their family. There's gonna be a lot of people living with their family. Because it's a lot of people that ain't gonna have nowhere to go. It's about to get crazy out here. And I ain't trying to be like that. I'm trying to be one of the halves, you dig? Not the have-nots. I'm trying to get mine. But ain't nobody gonna give you nothing. You see where giving has gotten a lot of people asking for handouts and stuff like that. That system is designed to keep you poor. You dig what I'm saying? Because when you look at Section 8 or when you look at government assistance in any kind of way, the moment you start making some good paper, they kick you off. But a lot of people's mindset is, well, damn, I don't want to lose this free housing. I don't want to lose these food stamps. It ain't nothing wrong with it. Listen, if you need them, if you legit need it, it's nothing wrong with assistance, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But I take pride in not using no EBT card. I'm going to keep it real. I take pride when I can buy my groceries, cash money. I take pride in that. I never like using an EBT card. That always did something to my spirit. That always did something to my spirit. I never liked it. But there's been times where it had to be done, but now it don't have to be done. And I'm not saying I'm so above it that if hard times came, I wouldn't use it. But again, it did something to my spirit. I love not being able, I love being able to pay for groceries out of pocket. Them high-ass groceries and stuff like that. As high as everything is now. It's a blessing to not be able to have to worry about it, though. Yeah, it's high, but, you know, I got it. And that's a blessing, because everybody don't. I love not relying on no EBT card, no bridge card, no food stamp. It's a pride in that. You feel me? A lot of people don't, man, especially a lot of people, they just don't have no pride, no morals, no nothing. Don't take pride in nothing. And again, you know, if you have to use it, then so be it. You gotta do what's best for you. But I don't ever want to use an EBT card again, ever in life. I don't want no type of, unless it's a scholarship or some type of grant. That's the only kind of incentive that I want. Unless it's some sort of scholarship or a grant. If it's not that, bro, that shit right there motivates me, bro. I'm not no EBT cat, bro. Like, I'm not. I hated that. And I swear I'd probably be losing people when I talk like that, but I'm just telling you how I feel. I'm telling you how I feel. And I ain't judging nobody. That's you. That's you. It's just, I take a pride in not having to use EBT cards. Or food stamp cards, or bridge cards, whatever they want to call them. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Hey, check this out too, for the fellas, right? I be telling y'all, do not have kids before you're ready, right? Not interacting with kids and not really having a lot of friends with kids and stuff like that. I was put onto some information that I wasn't hip to. Did y'all know that daycare be costing like $500 a week for a decent daycare? What? Oh no. A decent daycare. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not against being a parent personally. I'm not against it. What I am against is just and I get it, things happen, comments break, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not for bringing a kid into this world and we in poverty. I'm just so against it. Because when you bring a child into a world of poverty, you are setting them up for failure for the most part. Now, yeah, you can always get out of poverty if you work hard, but when you put them in a position like that, man, you automatically stacking the deck against them and putting them in unnecessary obstacles, depriving them of resources. That's what I'm saying. If you're not ready, cats be having babies with no plan, and people say, well, you never ready to be a parent. Okay, that's cool, I can accept that, but I'm an odds guy, and I'd rather have a baby when I know I have a decent career and I can take care of my family, versus out here trying to have a baby and I ain't got shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of people out here who having kids, knowingly having kids on purpose, and don't have shit. And when you keep having kids and you keep having them in a poverty state, that creates a community of chaos, bro. That's what I be saying. And that's why that stuff that Dr. Umar said really rubbed me the wrong fucking way. That shit really rubbed me the wrong way. Trying to blame educated black men that have worked hard as hell, still working hard as hell every day for the state of the black community. That shit bothered me. And they say if it don't apply, then let it fly. I get it. I don't know, he wasn't talking directly to that, but I took offense to that. Because I am that class of man that works hard every day to put on and try to do what I gotta do so I don't have to go back to poverty. I don't have to be in poverty. And you got the nerve to tell me that I want, because since I can't wife up a single mother, yeah, I'm gonna be on this for a minute. I'm sorry, but that shit really rubbed me the wrong way. I'm gonna be on that for a while. I'm gonna be on it for a while. Because that's a slap in the face to every black man that go through bullshit to try to go through bullshit to make it and not complain. And you gonna blame us because we don't want to take on somebody else's responsibility that we can't even directly affect. Because like it or not, these women, a lot of these women not gonna let you spank their child. And if he's a halfway decent man, he ain't gonna let you put his hands on his child. Because could no man put their hands on my kid. I don't care what's going on between me and the mama. Ain't no man putting their, what? So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And then when you do it on purpose, it's one thing when you don't do it on purpose. But it's people purposely bringing innocent kids into a place, into a state of poverty. And then we wonder why the community is in shambles. And then you want to blame the educated black man for not wanting to deal with the bullshit that comes with poverty. It's a lot of bullshit that comes with poverty. Poverty mindset. Man, when you don't want to deal with that, you wrong. Negro, please. Please. Because guess what? Even when you out of poverty, as a man, especially a black man, you still dealing with bullshit. So that's what I'm please. But we ain't complaining, we just getting results. But that's what happens when you go out here and compete like a man is supposed to do, and not complain about every little thing. You dig what I'm saying? So that's why I be trying to tell these cats, it's a way for you to get out of your situation. I be trying to put on with this, like, people be thinking like I be just glamorizing nursing and stuff like that. It's not the fact that I'm trying to glamorize it, but we glamorize everything else. We glamorize everything else that don't do no good for us, so why not glamorize that? We glamorize everything else. We glamorize being a city girl. We glamorize selling drugs. We glamorize being an athlete. We glamorize being a rapper. We glamorize all the bullshit where the chances of becoming successful in it is extremely low. Not saying that you can't do it, but it's extremely low. That is the problem with a lot of us. We lack practicality when it comes to thinking in certain areas. So yeah, people be like, I be seeing people on TikTok, they be like, oh, that's the nurse's fault, because it was this TikTok going around of this man. He was charging like travel nurses $3,000 a month to stay in one of his apartments, when the apartment he was charging normal people like $1,500. And then I seen a comment talking about that's what happened because y'all glamorize nursing so much. Y'all glamorize the trips. First of all, that's a hater right there. That's a hater. Damn, I was doing so good. Hold on, I was almost home too. That's a hater. What's up, Melanin Mama? That's a damn hater, number one. Number two, so what? And at first I thought about it, I'm like, yeah, damn, maybe we do be doing too much as nurses. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we do too much. Showing the Instagrams and trips and all that goofy ass shit. But then I said, you know what? No. Actually, we ain't doing enough. We ain't doing enough. If you ask me. We ain't doing enough showing you the fly side. glamorizing it. Nursing should be glamorized. Because with all the negative press that nurses get, because soon as something go left in nursing, all the media talks about it. All they talks about it. This 7,600 fake nursing scandal was the hottest thing on the news for the last 2 weeks. When that girl had hit, I guess she was drunk driving and deleted those 2 people. That was the hottest thing in the news. But they not gonna talk about when nurses doing fly shit. They're not gonna talk about when the influencers is making money. Like that. Shout out to that one girl though. That one girl, she made $2 million off Etsy and putting together study guides. Oh, and that's coming. You better believe that's coming from me. Y'all just give me a little bit of time, but that's coming. But anyway, so I think it should be glamorized. Because guess what? You ain't have to sell no ass to get it. You ain't have to. Oh, we glamorize OnlyFans. We glamorize that. We glamorize people getting naked online and stuff like that. So why can't nurses glamorize being a nurse? It should be glamorized. And I'm gonna help do it. I'm gonna help do it. We glamorize everything else. It's videos on YouTube where people literally catching bodies. And it's being glamorized, got the song playing in the background and all that. It's literal videos. But nah. Because the nurse posts herself traveling around the world, you're doing too much. You niggas is hating. You're doing too much. You don't need to be showing people that. But this chick can show her whole booty hole on OnlyFans, and you got nothing to say about that. Oh, that's just her being free. That's just her being sexually liberated. But you get a nurse, especially a black nurse. You get a black nurse on IG or Instagram, and they doing their little flexing, they showing their trips, they fly as hell, they going to brunch, they sipping on mimosas and all that type of shit. Oh, you're doing too much. What? They got the game messed up, all the way messed up. So I encourage all y'all nurses to show how fly you living. You know what I'm saying? I encourage you to do it. People be like, oh, you might get robbed. Well, people get robbed not with no social media. Shit. I mean, we can't live in fear. We cannot live in fear. You know what I'm saying? Don't be reckless. Don't be stupid. Don't be going around a bunch of lions with a stake. But you shouldn't be, no. Alright, I'm here. Hell, bro. Let's see. Nah, we work hard and we play hard. They are just haters. Nurses get blamed for everything. Exactly. Because when something go wrong, I'm showing y'all where I stay at, guys. But when something go wrong, they blame us. You get the direct blame. The media's all over it. You know what I'm saying? So why shouldn't we glamorize when shit go right? This shit is going right now. You feel me? This is right now. So why shouldn't I promote it? This is very right. Why shouldn't I promote it? Because you're going to blame me when the shit go left, right? You're going to blame me soon as things go left. And that's what I be talking about. Like, that's why I don't be caring no more. Like, yeah, I'm going to show you the grind. I'm going to show you my grind. I'm going to show you my grind because this is an honest grind. It's an honest grind. So I'm going to show you it. And I'm going to show you the fruits of my labor. Because the rappers come through with the chains. Ashy knuckles. The rappers come through with the chains. Let me see. I can't even see the thing. Especially agency nurses get blamed for everything. Yep. But the rappers come through with the chains. They flexing. The kids want to be like them. What if I'm a young dude that got his paper right? That got the extra money to spend? I got the chain. Somebody be like, oh, where you get that chain from? I'm a nurse. A nurse, and what's that? A nurse. We help people. We heal the sick. We help heal the sick. We help people get back to better health. Oh, okay, cuz how you become a nurse, man? I want me a chain like that. Okay, you go to school. You can't have a record. You can't be out here hurting people. You can't be out here committing crimes and all that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm saying. Like the hate, and the hate is real, and it's crazy. And I salute all them girls, all them nurses out there that's on the grind and they showing their lifestyle. And they living like socialites. They living like rappers and stuff like that because it's honest. It's honest. They ain't have to hurt nobody. They ain't have to pop no pussy or nothing like that to get what they got. They got what they got because they worked hard to get it. You know what I'm saying? The fellas, the young fellas, the dudes in their 20s and shit like that, out here being a nurse, out here grinding and shit like that, doing what they got to do. Nigga, that's the wave. That's the way. They ain't have to kill nobody. They ain't have to hurt nobody to do it. And we gonna try to condemn them for what? That's what I'm saying. You cannot win with certain groups. You cannot win with certain people. You cannot. Because if I hustle and you see the hustle, not that it was given, but you actually see the hustle, they say, oh, well, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. That's what it is. You're doing, slow down. They don't do that with no other field. If a nigga work in a plant, he get himself a brand new whip, it's no problem. Shout out to all my plant workers. But let people find out you're a nurse. And I'm like, all these nurses ain't lying. They not lying. All of them not lying. You on another trip? I done had whole grown ass men talking about some, oh, I see you out here traveling and stuff like that. Let me hold something, nephew. Nigga, like I'm supposed to give you something because you see me out here grinding, balling, living a life. Grown ass men that can work. Hey, nephew, let me hold something. I see you living good, cuz. Let me hold something. No, nigga. I gotta wake up every day and go get mine. You niggas stay at home on PPP loans and all that other goofy shit y'all niggas on. No. Let me see. Been a nurse. Shout out to Brolic Sean. Been a nurse 19 years this month. Doing good for 19 years. That's what I'm saying, Sean. And I guarantee you had a lot of people in your life be like, let me hold something. Let me hold something. Oh, you a nurse? Shout out to the ladies. I be hearing a lot of ladies, a lot of female nurses be like, when they go on dates, oh, you big money. Oh my God, that'd be the funniest thing when they be talking about that. Oh, you big money now. Hey, big money. What they be asking y'all ladies, can you be their nurse? Don't they be asking y'all that? Can you be their nurse? So yeah, we finna glamorize it in 2023. We finna glamour. Oh, my next vacation, I'm finna show out. I'm about to show out. My next one. Oh, I'm finna show out. Because y'all literally see me putting in the work. Y'all literally see me putting in the work. Now I'm about to show y'all how I play. Lord willing. I'm finna show out. They talk about glamorize. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. Nigga, I'm finna be in all the ports with a shirt, big nurse money. Big nurse energy, nigga. Yeah. Yeah. You did? Yeah, let's glamorize it. I'm finna glamorize it. They get mad at the nurses when they start doing fly shit. But soon as some stuff go left, nigga, it's all over the news. All over the news, see? Just them nurses. It's girls on TikTok literally trying to get nurses fired and all that type of shit. Just on some hating shit. And I get it. It's some nurses out there who foul. It is. It's some out there who foul. But that ain't all of them. That's not all of them. So we finna get it popping. Yeah, y'all see the work. Now y'all finna see how I'm gonna play. Y'all finna see how I play. And I encourage every single one of y'all that's hustling out there, that's really putting in the work, let them see how you play. You dig? Let them see how you play. Don't be afraid. It should be glamorized. There's 14 of y'all in here, man. Please hit that like button for me. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all being here with me this early this morning. Y'all could be asleep, eating breakfast and Captain Crunch, but y'all here with me. And I greatly appreciate that. I greatly appreciate that. But that's what I be talking about. Let me see. I hate how it disappear, like how the chat disappear like that. Shoot. Let me see. So I turned 50 this summer. It's all the way up. On God. My 40th in April. I'm thinking about flying solo to somebody's island. There you go. And listen, I want to tell y'all something else too. And that's something I said before. Maybe I should say it again. Don't be scared. If you listen, you making good money, it's going to be unfortunately, it's going to be a lot of people around you who not making good money. And that's just the reality of the situation. Stop being afraid to do stuff by yourself. Stop being afraid to do stuff by yourself, because eventually you're going to get tired of paying for everybody else. The example I'm going to always use, unfortunately, is Shanquella Robinson. That is what happens when you start paying for other people and they truly don't appreciate you. She paid for all them broke ass niggas to go with her to Cancun because she was out here popping. That sister was popping. She had a good heart. She wanted her people to come up with her. So she took them to Cancun. Oh, that's my dog. That's my dog. Hold on one second. What up, though? Yeah, you all right? You off to the gig? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Cool, man. Good to see you. Yeah. I'm on live right now. Killing it, bro. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I appreciate it. What? My fault, y'all. But yeah. Shout out to the homie Chris. But yeah, man. Let me see. For a person with small kids at home, does a 2-year part-time LPN program seem like? Hold on. It'd be going away. Seems long. But flexible in my area. The program is 16.7K. Heck, that's good. For your situation, that's good. 16K, 17K, that's great. You know what I'm saying? You got 2 kids. And heck yeah, do that. Yeah, we going to Africa. We getting that popping. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about doing one big trip. Like one big, cause every year I want to hit a new continent. I I want to hit a new continent every year. I mean, it's only 7, but y'all get, you know what I'm saying. I want to do one big trip every year. You know what I'm saying? Like one big one. That's going to take about 17 hours to get to. So I think this year, even though it's not a different continent, on a different continent, I think this year, because we're supposed to be going to Europe too. We're supposed to be going to Europe this year. And I want to start with Europe and Hawaii. Never been to Hawaii. I'm thinking about hitting a cruise for Hawaii this year for my birthday. Yeah, I think we're gonna get that popping. But absolutely. 2020, I think next year we want to go to the Maldives and Africa. So that's on the list for 2024. Hell, I might surprise y'all, end up there 2025. Yeah, shout out to Tasha. Yeah, shout out to Tasha. Hey, heck yeah, that's a good deal too. $16K for an LPN program. It's part-time, but shit, you do what you got to do, and that's a good price. That's a damn good price for LPN program. Let me see. Shout out to Queen Butterfly. Right now, people only care about the fact that Rihanna is pregnant and wasting money on Beyonce. Right. Dumb shit. Broke people shit. These people is billionaires. And you trying to figure out how you going to pay your mortgage. And that goes to, but I'm glad you brought that up, because that goes to show you people will sell their house, people will sell their soul to go see Beyonce. And shout out to Beyonce. I fuck with Beyonce. I'm the straightest member of the Beehive. I fuck with Beyonce the long way. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not finna miss out on no rent to go see Beyonce. I'm not finna pay $1,600 to go see Beyonce. And I fuck with Beyonce for real. You dig what I'm saying? But I not for no $1,600, $2,000. For that much, Beyonce better be coming to my damn house and singing and cooking and all that kind of stuff. Not doing it. But I know it's a lot of people who wouldn't pay $20,000 for a vacation. I would. So to each his own. All I'm saying is make sure your priorities are straight before you do something like that. Make sure your priorities is straight before you do something crazy like that. You want to buy Beyonce tickets. Right. Beyonce somewhere laughing. And people really writing Beyonce on the comments, oh, why you want to release them tickets for that much at tax time? At tax time. Because she can. Because she know y'all gonna come. And y'all gonna do whatever it takes. This is business. This ain't personal. Black people, we gotta understand. We can't put our feelings in everything. This is business. This woman just got $24 million in Dubai. I'm not mad at her for that. Because she know you gonna pay. And she can do it. As she should. $12,000 for a ticket. I think behind closed doors, Beyonce laughs at her hive. Man, look. I ain't mad at her. $1,200. I ain't mad at her. I'm not mad at Beyonce at all. I'm not mad at her. I just have to watch the Netflix special though. From the crib. And I am a Beehive member. I fuck with B. The long way. The straightest member of the Beehive. But damn it, I'm not paying $1,200 to go see it. I'm sorry. It's not happening. The most I'll probably pay for some Beyonce tickets, for real, for me and my chick, I'd probably pay $500 a pop. I'll probably pay $500 a pop. Me and my girl, it's about $1,000. We'll pay $1,000 to go see Beyonce, but not $1,000 a piece. No, sir. What about 500? I'll pay about 500 to go see B. But here's why I'm not gonna shit on Beyonce for doing what she's doing. Because if it was Taylor Swift charging that much, wouldn't nobody say a word. Wouldn't nobody say a word, and they would be paying. No problem. It wouldn't even be a discussion. It wouldn't have been that shit wouldn't even been news if it was Taylor Swift or who else? Britney Spears or some shit like that. If it was one of them, Harry Styles charging $1,600 for a ticket, it wouldn't be news. That's why I'm not mad at Beyonce, because they gonna go. Have you ever worked 16-hour shifts for 7 days? I'm trying to go on vacay next month. No, I haven't. I've worked 12-hour shifts for 14. But 16 straight. I mean, hey, if you can do it, I wouldn't pay more than $100 to see anybody. I feel you. I ain't mad at that. But I fuck with B. I do. I fuck with B. And I would pay about 500 for me and my chick to go. A piece. I would definitely, I would give up that band for that. I would. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But definitely not 1,200 a piece. That's no, that ain't happening. But I ain't mad at her. I'm not mad at her. If I'm Beyonce, I'm trying to get as much as I can. This is why America is great. Yes, capitalist society. Because guess what? Guess what, y'all? At the end of the day, they don't have to go. Nobody's forcing nobody to go see Beyonce. Beyonce didn't come to your house with a pistol to your head saying, you got to come see me. No, sir. Nobody's forcing you to go. But that just goes to show you that people don't make smart decisions when it comes to it. And this is why I have little sympathy for the people that make stupid choices like that, because they'll be at the Beyonce concert, popping their ass, doing talking about some single ladies when they out here for real being single ladies and struggling, while she's going home to her husband and her children and her billions of dollars. I have no sympathy for people. I have no sympathy for people. I sure don't. Because guess what? For the things you really want, you do what you have to do to get it. And this just goes to show you what great lengths people will go through just to go see an entertainer. And that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's cool. Listen. CJ, can LPN be a supervisor and skilled? Yeah. There's plenty of supervisors that's LPNs and skilled nursing facility. Heck yeah. I wouldn't want to be it though. Because a lot of supervisors are salaried. And salary is just a cute word for slavery. Because in my opinion, I'm not shitting on all the salary workers. But salary is just a cute word for slavery, if you ask me. Because half the time you staying over a bunch of hours, doing a bunch of work for them, and you getting your cool little salary. And I ain't with that. I need to be paid per hour for everything that I'm doing. This car just be making random noises sometimes. But yeah, I need to be paid per hour. And this is what I'm saying, like, I'm not against nobody doing nothing with their own paper. It's just what I don't like to hear is the complaints afterwards. It's people that come to work every day, and then as soon as somebody say who want to go home, they'll be the first one to go home. But then 3 days later, they be looking crazy when they check ain't shit and complaining about how bills due and how rent due and how the baby daddy ain't showing up and how they baby mama tripping and taking everything out they check. But you go home 4 days out the week, sir, ma'am. You go home 4 days out the week. They asked me last night, hey, Chris, you want to go home? Nope. Nah, I'm good. I'm staying. I'm good. I'm good. I'm staying right here. They asked me that last night. You want to go home? Nope. 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 Schedule it this morning talking about something. I need some of your check. No, you don't. No, you don't. You didn't put in on this. I'm glad the OT is here, but no, you don't. You don't need none of this. This goes directly to my house. You ain't screwing me. You don't need none of this. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure she was joking, but nope. We don't play them games over here. Let me see. I've been doing corrections. It's the easiest nurse. Everybody keep telling me that. Everybody keep telling me that. It was a nurse yesterday who told me the same thing. They said corrections is the easiest thing you can do. I might have to look into that. Y'all, I'm finna drop my shirts in a little bit, y'all. I'm finna drop my shirts real soon. I hope y'all go support that. Y'all gonna get a shirt? Y'all gonna get a shirt when I drop them joints? Y'all go support. Y'all support that when I drop it. I'm gonna drop them next month. I got my store set up and everything. It's just a few more things I'm waiting to clear. And I need y'all to go over there and run that up for a player. The shirt's gonna be hot too. And I got some real nice shirts for the ladies, especially for the ladies that's nurses and everything like that. I got some real dope shirts for y'all. I got some real dope apparel for y'all, especially the ones that got good edges. Y'all gonna love it. Y'all gonna love it. Y'all are going to love it. But yeah, man, I just don't know. But yeah, nursing recession proof, y'all. That's what this initial live was about this morning. Is a recession proof? I would say so. I mean, of course, nothing is absolute, but I would say so. I would definitely 110% say so. That is absolute. Waiting for your topic stream. I went over the topic already this morning. You know what I'm saying? Like earlier on the live. I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like, and real quick, I can just rehash real quick. So when it comes, like from an LPN standpoint, right? From an LPN standpoint, I was looking at waiting for your topic stream. Those are my favorite. Oh, okay. From an LPN standpoint, real quick, I was talking about the unemployment rate. The unemployment rate for an LPN, according to the U.S. Queen Butterfly, they say we might be heading into a recession or we may be in one. So that's what inspired me to start doing some research on this topic, because when it comes down to it, I wanted to give people straight numbers, because people are still asking a question: is being an LPN worth it in 2023? Is being an LPN worth it in 2023? So I decided to go do some research and pull up some actual stats from the U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics. So I want y'all to understand according to them, the unemployment rate for an LPN in this country is less than 4%. But again, I beg to differ on those numbers, because I find it hard to believe, and I'm not no economist or anything like that, but I find it hard to believe that anybody is getting told no with a clean license as an LPN. I find it hard to believe that any LPN right now, anywhere in this country, can't find work with a clean license. I refuse to believe that. I absolutely refuse to believe that. So, also, according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics, you can go look this up for yourself. All you got to do is type in licensed practical nurse. So the next time somebody asks you, is it worth it? You dig what I'm saying? They say the growth rate for LPNs particularly, right? Because I did it for both RNs and LPNs. But the growth rate for LPNs particularly, said maybe 4% maybe due to legal or medical issues. Okay, I mean, I'll give you that. Could be. But so by that logic, that means the people who don't have anything wrong going on, it's even lower. But okay, so according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics, they said the growth rate for LPNs is 6%, will be 6% for the next 10 years. So what does that mean? Every year for the next 10 years, there will be 58,880 job openings for LPNs. And I believe that's even capped. I think it's way more than that. But Data Bureau, they do the statistics and everything like that. So I'm going to just go by what they say. So 58,880. You can go look this up. It's right online. As soon as you type in LPN, I looked at it right on the front page. 58,880 over the course of 10 years. I think that's about 600,000 something. I'm not sure off the rip. But y'all let me know. 58,880 times times 10. That's about I think that's about 600,000 openings, job openings for the next 10 years for LPNs. And I don't believe that's the correct number. I believe it's way higher than that. Shout out to y'all. It's 20 people in here. Can I get 20 likes, please? I would greatly appreciate that. It's free. I appreciate that. It helps the message get out there. But that's what I'm saying. Every single year. See, that's the shit I be talking about. When they be just throwing their shit away and don't even be putting it in the trash like they supposed to. It might be time to move. I ain't got time for this. my bad, y'all. But yeah. So almost 600,000 openings. And guess what? The average LPN making, I think they said it's between 48 and 52,000 a year. 48,000 and 52,000 a year. The average person make, 44,000 a year. So working your schedule 40 hours or 32, you're still making above average. You throw some overtime in there and you good. So that's what I be saying. All you got to do is to do a little research. You ain't got to take nothing I say. It's on the website. It's literally on the website. And the number is even crazier for registered nurses. Because in this country currently, there are 600,000 plus licensed nurses. 600,000 plus licensed LPNs, right? That don't include the ones that's not working. That don't include the ones that may be disabled or something like that. That don't include them. And they say over the next 10 years, 200,000 LPNs are looking to retire within the next 10 years. 200,000. But you got a growth rate of 6%, 58,000 plus slots open every year. That's what I'm talking about. And don't get me started on the RN numbers. And again, I find these numbers still hard to believe. Well, what's going on? Well, all these nurses walking out and everything like that. I find this still hard to believe. Do you know the unemployment rate for registered nurses in 2022? It's on the board. Do you know the unemployment rate for registered nurses? Unemployment rate for registered nurses in 2022 is less than 1%. Less than 1%. The unemployment rate for nurses in 2022 is less than 1%. Exactly. 1.5 million nurses are scheduled to retire in the next 10 years. Do you know the growth rate of registered nurses? The growth rate for the next 10 years. And that fluctuates. Do you know the growth rate? 12%. I'm not making this up out my ass. You can go look at the data. 12%. What does that mean? That means that over 200,000 openings will be given. Well, not given, but they'll be needing 200,000 nurses each year for the next 10 years. 200,000 plus. That's all I'm saying. This is what the market is determining. This is the market. The market says that being a registered nurse being an LPN is valuable. That's what the market's saying. The market is not saying that. And again, I'm not trying to shit on the McDonald's workers. I'm not. See this light? What the hell going on? Sun coming up and stuff. I just can't be great. But what the? I have to do it like this. But yeah. So let me see. What was I lost my train of thought. But what was I saying? That's what the market is saying. And being a sandwich artist at McDonald's, unfortunately, is not a skill that the market deems as high. Because now they're getting replaced. That's why it don't make sense. It throws everything off when people are demanding extraordinary results for average work ethic. It makes no sense. You're never going to see $21 for real at a McDonald's. That's cap. It's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. They are going to replace you with robots first that do everything you do. You have to go out and get a skill. But here's the thing. It actually takes work to obtain a skill. This is why the 10% is the 10%. This is why the 20% is the 20%. You feel me? This is why it is what it is. And you can't fight the market. You can't argue the market. Because when you try to argue the market and you try to change things, you get situations to self-checkout lines, where most of the lines in Walmart are self-checkout. You get the automatic sandwich makers. He said they need to be replaced. They stay effing up orders. He said they have kiosk apps now. Right. A lot of, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It's not making sense. It's just not making sense. You dig what I'm saying? But that's just the way it is right now. That's just the way it is. But y'all, it's about that time for me to hit the hay. I've been on here an hour, 15 minutes with y'all. I've enjoyed it. I love talking to y'all. It's like my therapy. And I've been going live twice a day. And y'all been rocking with me twice a day. Going live. Putting in work. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all, man. Every last one of y'all. And we building this thing and we growing as a family. But I got to give me some sleep. Because I got to work tonight. So y'all see the work being put in. Don't be scared to glamorize nursing. Don't be scared to glamorize the fruits of nursing. Everybody else glamorize the fruits of what they do. And if you don't do nothing else, get paid, young nurse, get paid. I'm going to holler at you. Peace.